Hello friends! You know what I love most about being here at the ASAP Missionary Training in Cambodia? Is getting to spend time praying with these dedicated missionaries and hearing their stories. I want to introduce to you to Pech Chanta. He is one of our many devoted church planters. He loves Jesus and he loves the people whom Jesus has placed under his care. God placed a heavy burden on his heart for the spiritual growth of his church members. So for the past 3 years, he has been consistently and persistently interceding for them. His church members depend on him for everything. And if he leaves for another village to witness, they quickly forgot the many blessings that God has done for them. Vani is one of Chantas' members who has given him a lot of things to pray for. She often complained that she didn't have enough money to help out the church, and most of her prayer requests just centered around money. She unfortunately stirred up troubles among the other church members. Pech Chanta pleaded with God to revive his church. He desires to see his church alive and revive. And 3 years have passed since he began praying that prayer, "Lord, revive and reform us, I pray." And it seemed like God was ignoring his plea. Chanta was tempted to give up, but there was this still small voice that compelled him to keep on praying. One day, Vani came to talk to Chanta and started telling him that the Lord convicted her of her sinful ways. She confessed that she had been holding back the tithe money that her daughter sends her and using it for her own personal needs instead of putting it in the offering plate. She told the church planter that her life was in turmoil since then. Her husband lost his job. She owed money to a lot of people, including the church members and even the bank. She asked for prayer and she wanted to make it right with God. Shortly after that, she stood in front of the church and felt compelled to share her story in front of the whole congregation and told them that God was working in her heart and that God wanted to change her. She appealed to the church to open their hearts to Jesus too. She then started a prayer group that meets every night at the church members' homes. The church started to come alive. The Holy Spirit's presence is strongly felt in every fellowship. Now they are meeting not just once a week, but every single day of the week. Chanta was quite emotional when he told me, "God was faithfully answering my prayer that I prayed for the past 3 years. And I thought he was ignoring my cries," he said. "I thought that God didn't care, but now I see his hand working in the lives of my church members. He really does answer our prayers." Friends, let us remember to pray for those who are in the front lines of the gospel mission work. Let us continually intercede for those who might be feeling alone and ignored in this work. And if you are also praying for something or someone that God has placed in your heart to pray for, if you're praying for revival and reformation for your heart, for your church, for your relatives, for your family, and it seems like nothing is happening, just remember Chanta's experience. Do not give up. Do not stop praying, because Jesus is coming soon. Now, more than ever, prayer matters.